Philippines, a country of abundant islands, mountains, coconut groves, and sunshine? And how about Lingnan University, a beacon of education in the East since 1888? Today, we delve into the intertwined stories of Ricardo Tsao and Lingnan University, a narrative that spans continents and centuries. Ricardo Tsao was born in the Philippines, a country that's as rich in cultural diversity as it is in natural beauty. His story begins on a sunny day in April 1956. A barefoot 7-year-old, Ricardo frolicked by the river with his friends, their laughter echoing through the fields that held his happiest memories. Suddenly, a familiar voice called out his name from afar. It was his mother's. Ricardo's childhood in the Philippines was marked by simple pleasures and a close-knit community. His days were spent exploring the lush landscapes and soaking in the warm camaraderie of his friends. His experiences instilled in him a deep appreciation for nature, a sense of curiosity and a spirit of adventure, all of which would shape his future, his history. In summary, Ricardo Tsao's story is one of a boy growing up amidst the rich natural beauty of the Philippines, his life marked by simplicity, joy, and a sense of community. His experiences helped cultivate a spirit of curiosity and adventure that would guide him throughout his life. The stories of Ricardo Tsao and Lingnan University remind us of the power of experiences in history, shaping individuals and institutions alike, influencing futures and leaving indelible marks on the sands of time.
In the year of 1956, a young lad named Ricardo Tsao, at the age of 7, found himself in the bustling city of Hong Kong. Fresh from the Philippines, he was new to the city's hustle and bustle. The towering classical buildings, the streams of workers, and the hustle of human-powered and motorized vehicles. But amidst this new world, a familiar figure stood as his anchor, his adopted father, Mr. Zhao Yao, a man of discipline and routine who every morning at 8:30 would leave for work, bound for the grand headquarters of the Overseas Trust Bank at ground floor of Prince's Building at Icehouse Street. The Overseas Trust Bank, or OTB as it's commonly known, was a brainchild of Chongming Thien and others, including Mr. Zhao Yao. At this time, the bank was celebrating its first anniversary, and it was on one such regular morning that Zhao Yao brought Ricardo to accompany him to work. This day marked Ricardo's first journey on the Star Ferry and his first step into the heart of the city. As they entered the majestic Prince's Building, home to the OTB Bank, a burly doorman quickly pulled open the glass. About 30 male and female staff members stood in unison, greeting them with warm smiles. Ricardo was introduced to the team, and then to 2 senior colleagues who shared the same last name as Wong. One was Wong Sik Bun, the supervisory director of the bank, and the other was Wong Hark Lap, the director and manager of the bank. The 2 Wongs were friendly and engaging, showing genuine interest in Ricardo's life. Yet amidst these fond memories, a somber event casts a shadow. In 1959 and 1961, Wong Sik Bun and his son, Wong Ying Kao, were kidnapped in what would become known as the 3 Wolves case, or the Dual Wong case, a high-profile incident that shook Hong Kong to its core. The story of Ricardo Tsao, his uncle, and the Huang family is a poignant tale of friendship, ambition, and resilience against the backdrop of the dynamic city of Hong Kong and the rise and fall of the Overseas Trust.
The year was 1955. I was just a boy then, growing up in the warmth of Molo, Iloilo City. Life was simple, filled with the scent of jasmine and the gentle lull of the afternoon siesta. Our days were painted with the vibrant hues of local life, the bustling marketplace, the solemn grandeur of the Molo church, and the comforting rhythm of the waves lapping at the shore. Yet, even in the tranquility of our island life, a yearning for something beyond the horizon stirred within me. It began with stories, Molo, that the dream of a passport, a key to unlocking the world, first took hold. The journey to obtain my first passport was an adventure in itself. Leaving the familiar embrace of Iloilo for bustling Manila was a significant event. We embarked on a ship, leaving behind the familiar silhouette of our island home. The sea stretched before us, a vast expanse mirroring the enormity of the journey we were undertaking. Finally, we arrived in Manila. The city throbbed with a different energy, a stark contrast to the laid-back pace of Iloilo. Jeepneys, a vibrant testament to Filipino ingenuity, ruled the roads. The air buzzed with a symphony of sounds. As we waited, I couldn't help but notice a portrait on the wall. It was Carlos P. Garcia, then our vice president and concurrently serving as Secretary of Foreign Affairs. His gaze, captured in the black and white photograph, seemed to follow me across the room. Even as a child, I knew his name held weight, a figure of significance in our nation's story.
I go home to the Philippines, treasuring in my memory all this kindness, all this courtesy, all this help and assistance. I've enjoyed my stay in Washington, the capital city of the free world, and I look forward some other day to renew these valuable friendships that I have made during this short stay in this country.
My father, a history enthusiast, would later tell me stories of Garcia's Filipino First policy. This policy, a cornerstone of Garcia's political ideology, resonated deeply within the halls of the Department of Foreign Affairs. It was a testament to our nation's burgeoning sense of self, a declaration of our intent to forge our own path on the world stage. In that moment, surrounded by the echoes of history and the aspirations of a nation finding its footing, the significance of obtaining a passport transcended the personal. It became a symbol of our nation's evolving identity.
What if someone told you that the key to success in the world of investments and business could be found in the life of a single man? That man is Mr. Cao Yao. Born into an era of turmoil, Mr. Cao's investment journey began in the turbulent year of 1946, while he was invited by his old classmate, Mr. Lam Quan, of Lingnan University in Canton. He was invited to partake in commercial investments due to his profound reputation in the business and financial sectors. Despite being renowned for his cautious approach, he graciously accepted the invitation, choosing his investments wisely and moderately. His first notable investment was in China Paint Manufacturer Company Limited, a partnership with Mr. Lam Quan as above mentioned in 1946. This venture marked the birth of the famous chrysanthemum brand lacquer, a product that would become a household name in Hong Kong and mainland China for half a century. 9 years later, in 1955, Mr. Zhao partnered with Chen But-sun and Wang Shek-bun to establish Asia Insurance. This company, now a subsidiary of the listed company Asia Financial Group, remains a significant player in Hong Kong's insurance industry. A decade later, in 1965, Mr. Cao Yao and Wang Shek-bun co-founded Asia Car Dealership, sole agents for the debut launching in Hong Kong, the brand name BMW, and also French motorcar Peugeot. This venture brought renowned car brands like BMW and Peugeot to Hong Kong for the first time. Mr. Cao's investment journey continued in 1972 when he partnered with Chen Junk-hei to invest in Hang Lung Properties, a large real estate company called Han Lung Development. This investment would prove to be one of his most successful, further establishing his reputation in the business world. In 1978, Mr. Cao undertook a project to rebuild the Taiping Theatre in Western District, partnering with Gu Wing-chung, who was a member of Shui Hing Department Store. This project brought him substantial profits, and yet, he held no regret when his partner, Zhang Xingjung, who was imprisoned for commercial crimes 7 years later in 1985 due to OTB scandal. In the world of investments, Mr. Cao Yao's journey was marked by careful consideration, wise selection, and strategic partnerships.
Have you ever wondered about the intricate tapestry of events that has shaped the banking industry as we know it today? Our story begins with the Overseas Trust Bank, or OTB, a Hong Kong-based bank founded in 1955 by Chinese entrepreneurs hailing from Xiamen, Fujian. The bank went public in 1972, but by 1985 it was embroiled in scandal. Fraudulent activities and financial mismanagement led to the bank's closure and temporary takeover by the government. The subsequent investigation unveiled a web of corruption and fraud, resulting in the extradition and sentencing of key individuals involved. In 1993, the government sold OTB to the Da Sing Group for a whopping 4.457 billion Hong Kong dollars. 8 years later, in 2001, the DBS Group Holdings acquired Da Sing Group, including OTB, which was merged with Da Sing Bank and renamed as DBS Bank Hong Kong in 2003. But how did we get here? The origins of this story trace back to a man named Mr. Cao Yao, a founder of OTB and a man worthy of respect. Known in the banking circles of southern China before the liberation, Mr. Cao Yao had been a part of the Farming Bank of China, one of the four major banks. He had worked in Yongan, Hangzhou, and Shanghai before 1948. Mr. Cao's journey into banking began after he graduated from Lingnan University in Guangzhou in 1929. He was introduced to the world of banking through his association with Miss Yang, the daughter of Mr. Yung Wing Tai, a figure known for his New Life movement philosophy during the Kuomintang period. In the tumultuous days leading up to China's liberation in 1949, Mr. Cao Yao, alongside the then Shanghai China Bank president, Mr. Yu Hongquan, deliberated on how to handle their funds with the uncertain future of China. Eventually, the decision was made to move the funds to Hong Kong, a choice that would significantly shape the future of banking in the region. In the following years, Mr. Cao Yao continued to leave his mark on the banking industry. In 1955, he was instrumental in the establishment of the Overseas Trust Bank, a venture that would become a significant player in Hong Kong's banking landscape. And so, our story winds its way from the early days of Mr. Cao's career, through the tumultuous events of the mid-20th century, to the present-day banking industry. It's a tale of ambition, scandal, and resilience, a testament to the ever-changing landscape of finance and banking. In conclusion, the rise and fall of the Overseas Trust Bank, the involvement of key figures such as Mr. Cao Yao, and the eventual emergence of the DBS Bank, Hong Kong, all paint a vivid picture of the banking industry's evolution over the past 7 decades. It's a journey that's as fascinating as it is complex, offering a unique insight into the world of banking. And who knows what the future holds?
Or a pat on the back is all that he reveals. I'd like to right that wrong here in this little song. Thank you for shaping my life. Thank you for teaching me all you can. You are no ordinary man, no, no, no. You make me everything I am. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for showing me the way. And thank you for being there when I need you. Thank you for every single day. Now I've been blessed with a son of my own, got my own bedtime stories to tell. If I can raise him half as well as you raised me, guess I'll be doing pretty well. Thank you for your guiding hand. Thank you for making my dreams come true. You're an extraordinary man, and I hope you're as proud of me as I am proud of you. Thank you for giving me life. Thank you for showing me good from bad. I guess I'm only really trying to say thank you for being my dad. my day. For being my day.